Good morning, my friends. The last couple of weeks have been actually pretty insane. I've been traveling every single weekend pretty much. I went to LA for a weekend.
And where he was.
And then I went to Phoenix to see my friends for a weekend. So I've been really busy. And at work, I've been doing interviews. We are looking to fill a position with my team, and it's been rough because I've had interviews where I had to do tech screenings for 6 people in one day. While I'm doing these interviews, I've been thinking about kind of the other side of the story, because obviously the majority of my life I've been on the interviewee side. So I want to provide some perspective about how it is, or how is it like for us that are interviewing people and trying to get people to fill a position. First of all, there are a lot of people to interview. Especially for positions that are like 2 to 4 years of experience, so pretty much junior position, there is a lot of people. There's a lot of people. I don't think you guys realize how much, and the recruiters have to cherry pick a specific amount of people. Even then, we still have a lot of candidates to go through. So in my experience, literally every worthwhile opportunity that I've gotten was not through applying to it. It was through networking. I know that LinkedIn is not really prominent in other fields, but it is huge for the tech and engineering industry. And if you want to increase your chances of getting an interview, I really recommend you take some time building your LinkedIn account, because that's how I got literally every single opportunity. Like even this current position, someone reached out to me on LinkedIn, and that's how I got it. I wasn't even thinking about working or at this company or moving to Seattle, but when they reached out to me, I realized that it was a good opportunity. I hear so many people say that they apply to hundreds of recs online, which is insane. That's insane. That is actually insane. And I don't think, if you apply to 200 and you only get 1 or 2 interviews, obviously that's not working. So I really recommend that you network. So here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna take some time. You're not just gonna put shit together on LinkedIn. You actually have to take some time and build your LinkedIn account and make it look personalized to you, right? No cookie cutter bullshit, so someone can look at it and oh, I can tell a lot about this person and their personality and their career from LinkedIn. So be active on it. And if you are particularly interested in some position, apply to it online and go find out the hiring manager or the recruiter, and then send them a message. Don't be annoying, obviously, but send a little sweet message, short and sweet, and be hey, introduce yourself, attach your resume, and say I'm interested in this position. Yeah, that's pretty much my 2 cents about how to increase your chances. So I have a debrief very soon that I have to do for one of the candidates that we interviewed. So I'm gonna make some coffee and then I'm gonna get right straight into that. what's wild? I don't know if that's actually wild to anyone else but me, but I've been thinking a lot recently because I'm turning 30 in a couple of weeks, which is kind of crazy. Actually, it's next month, so like I'm turning 30 in a month, and I've been thinking about this a lot, like kind of reflecting on the last decade of my life. And you know, a lot of times, I think this is like in a lot of countries, not just the US, but people make it sound like your 20s are going to be like the best time of your life, when in reality my life didn't start like looking up until like my late 20s. And whenever I talk to people in their early 30s or like mid 30s, they always say the same thing. They're like, honestly, like life doesn't get better until your 30s. Like your 30s is when you have your shit together now, like you finished college, you have a pretty good career, you're like, you know, you're a better judge of like people's characters in general, and you don't like, you're not gullible as much anymore. And I really feel the same way. I kind of agree with that. Okay. And I actually really agree with that. I feel like the older I get, the happier I am. I remember like in my early 20s, I used to be an emotional wreck. Like it might have looked like that I had my shit together, but I really didn't. Like I was like super unsure about everything. Like I was afraid of failure. Like I had such a big chip on my shoulder in general, and it's kind of insane for me to say, but if someone told me, would I want to go back to when I was 21 or be like this age or like turn 30, I'll be like, no thanks. I'll stay my current age and turn 30, because that's absolutely insane. I would never want to be 21 ever again. And I don't really understand where this notion of like the fear that is instilled in us of like growing old. I mean, growing old is such a privilege in a sense, to grow old. And I'm super excited. I'm like really, really excited for my 30s. Also, like in my mind, when I was like in my like early 20s or my teens, when I thought of 30, I thought, oh my God, like you're old now. You know, like, oh my God, you're old. That's it. But now that I'm 30, I'm like, I don't really feel any different from like 25 or 26, for example, except for like, I'm wiser and I have more money. You know what I mean? Like that's pretty much about it. Like it feels pretty much the same. So it's insane to think about that. I don't know. I'm excited. I'm excited to turn 30. I'm going to Cabo for my 30th birthday, so I'm super excited. But yeah, today's Saturday. This is what I'm wearing. It's, I'm going on a date. So yeah, I'm gonna try to take you guys along with me to show you around Seattle. It's kind of a very beautiful day today, so I'm excited. I'll see you guys later. Dude, look at this. I just want everyone to know I won 3